Staying with diplomacy, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida has met his Indian counterpart Narendra Modi in New Delhi. This marks the first visit by a Japanese Prime Minister to India in 4 years. Leaders exchanged views on regional and global issues, particularly on the Ukraine crisis. The meeting also provided opportunities to strengthen bilateral ties as well as security and defense cooperation. Now, for more on that visit, let's talk to Prachita Sharma in Mumbai. So, Prachita, we know this visit coincides with the 70th anniversary of diplomatic ties between the two sides, but bearing in mind the developing Ukraine crisis and the sharp differences between the two countries' stances, would the two leaders have talked about that?
Yes, I think this was definitely one of the key meets that we have seen in the Indo-Pacific region, where two of the Quad members and the heads of state, I think, decided to set aside their differences and go ahead and build a partnership that is very cognizant of the geopolitical development. So two key outcomes of this meeting with Kishida and Modi were this, that Kishida publicly, while Prime Minister Narendra Modi was standing next to him, called out Russia's aggression against Ukraine and described it as a serious development, particularly in the Indo-Pacific region. And while Prime Minister Narendra Modi abstained to comment and publicly call out Russia's aggression, he too voiced that it is time for the Quad members to rally together and make sure that they are strengthening their ties while the region goes through this kind of instability. The other key partnership development between the two countries is that Japan has offered a $42 billion investment for India over the next 5 years, which means that what we're going to see is a strategic growth in the way Japan invests in India and the way their partnership looks at developing economic ties and ensuring that while they go ahead and build this partnership on a diplomatic level, economically and from a political point of view, they are reinforcing the idea to the rest of the world that they are on the same page when it comes to development and when it comes to fostering growth in the region. So this is a very, very big step towards two Quad members coming together, while Japan's investment is going to be a big boost for the Indian government and particularly for the northeastern states in India. It also signals that the economic infrastructural partnership that we see between these two countries will also dominate the political language that we see coming out of the Indo-Pacific region from both these countries.
Thank you very much. Prachita Sharma in Mumbai.